Hello guys, it's Sufganio, and what you just witnessed here was some OnlyFans bait. OnlyFans bait happens when a girl posts something on Twitter and then the tweet blows up and gets really successful. Then she will reply to the original tweet promoting her OnlyFans. This is just one of many things that are commonplace on Twitter, and it freaking sucks. And you know what else sucks about Twitter? Let's talk about it. What is Twitter? Twitter is a social media company where users can share tweets. Tweets are basically 280 character long posts, and people can make them about almost anything. Most of the time they're about politics, so we'll talk about the politics first. The reason Twitter gets so much shit for its political users is that they have very radical political views. For example, many are socialists and communists. A lot of these people think that being a conservative is racist or bigoted, and some of these people even think that just being a plain old liberal is racist or bigoted. So yeah, these people are really insane. They also think that fat phobia is a real thing. Kinda sad because some of these Twitter users are parents and they just teach their kids what they see on Twitter is real. So like, for instance, there's this person that's responding to this tweet up here, and she's saying, "My daughter keeps asking me if foods are healthy." So yeah, basically, she just says yes to everything, because it would be fat phobic to say no. Now, I think these Twitter users crying about fat phobia is complete BS. I'm also going to use their logic to disprove why. And by the way, their logic is that you can only speak on a certain issue if you have experience on it. I was always kind of overweight. I mean, now I'm almost at a healthy weight. I'm like probably the healthiest I've ever been right now. So yeah, but yeah, I used to be overweight like for a good percentage of my life, and I remember like in fourth grade, for instance, we had a field trip to the beach, and I was like the only person not wearing a bathing suit because I didn't want to go in because I was too fat, and I was worried what other people would think of me, pretty much. But I think likely they wouldn't have actually cared. Anyways, my problem with being fat, it really arose in like 2017, like late 2017, late 2018, when I was in 5th grade, right? And I started going to this after school club, and they allowed people to go off campus to go to the store there, the corner store, and they had sodas and chips there, and I'd be there like 3 times a week. So 3 times a week, I'd always go there and I'd get a soda and a bag of chips. And sometimes when I ran out of that, I'd go back with some friends and I'd get a soda and a bag of chips. But I don't think what I realized was that my friends who would go there that were skinny, they wouldn't be like going there and eating a bag of chips and a soda every single day. I honestly was not realizing the effect this had on me until I had a doctor's appointment, maybe in May of 2018 or something like that, and they said I was almost obese. I was like extremely overweight, like Garfield or Peter Griffin, you know. And it's like weird. I never thought of myself like as being like that, you know. And there have been times in my life where I was made fun of for having a little excess fat, I would say, and I just went along with it. I found it funny. I didn't find it funny, but you know, I pretended that I found it funny. Then eventually I thought about it later and I felt depressed. But you know what? I don't think the right way to gain acceptance is by just being lazy and eating. And like, if you're being insulted for being ugly, then losing weight's gotta be like one of the easiest ways to fix that. Maybe like getting rid of acne might be a bit easier. I don't know. And I know damn well that that insulting someone because of their weight, it's not right. The thing you gotta realize is that you have like 2 options: to either lose that weight or just ignore the people making fun of you for it. And if the issue is not being able to fit in bus or airplane seats, then I think you really do have a problem and you're morbidly obese. You can't say healthy at any weight. Any doctor will tell you that that's not true. Okay, so that was a long rant. So let's get into the actual politics stuff. You know, you've seen a political Twitter user when you look at their bio and see that they collect quote-unquote oppressed groups, like how second graders collect Pokemon cards. And then this person here says you can't say spooky because it's somehow racist. She said she's not even doing a thread to explain, which is just horrible. I love when Twitter users post stuff as threads. It totally doesn't make their point sound stupider at all. I actually did what the tweet said and I looked up why it was racist, and it totally doesn't prove that. It said that it was first in Dutch and it meant what it does now in English, and it said that during World War II some white American soldiers referred to black soldiers as spooks. But that doesn't mean that the word itself is racist. Definitely now, people don't use the word for racist purposes, and the word didn't start out as racist. So it seems like a pretty safe word to me. And to address the Twitter users that are communists and socialists, are the countries that try to be communists and socialists, do they ever really work out? No, because those things only work on a small scale, like the kibbutz in Israel. But other than that, socialism won't really work. I remember from the earlier part of the video that I talked about thirst trap. Pornography is very easy to come across on Twitter, and sometimes it's really difficult because you see, even if you decide to block not safe for work content, then sometimes it just blocks content that is totally fine. So you're taking like a risk either way, unless you just decide you don't want to see any of the content at all. In conclusion, I don't like Twitter. Whether it's pornography, extreme leftist politics, and the way people just always complain on it lead to it just being a very toxic site to be on, and it's very addictive too. So if you're already using Twitter, one of the best ways to improve your mental health would be to delete Twitter. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Anyways guys, that's it for this video. Enjoy your day, people, and bye. Hopefully I'll upload a video within 2 weeks. If not, see you then.